There was another interesting development for interspecies reviewers, and it really starts to make you wonder, raise questions honestly, because of how it's becoming a repeated pattern. So as you can see by the title, interspecies reviewers once again was cancelled on another broadcasting station in Japan. Now to clarify, this is not the first broadcasting station. This is, from what I'm aware of, the second. There might be more I'm unaware of, but for now, it is the second one. The first one came in around like last week, and then that was after what Funimation did, when Funimation decided to completely cut ties with interspecies reviewers and say they're no longer doing a dub and, going to be, releasing it on their service, etc. So, this is another broadcasting station to follow through with what the other companies did before. Now, at this point, it really just starts to make you wonder, because of all my years of watching anime, so many different series, so many different companies, on so many different broadcasting stations that they potentially air on, I have never seen a series get canceled as much as interspecies reviewers. And it really makes me wonder, it makes me question what is really going on here. Yes, I know the series is culture, okay? It is straight up culture. It's an amazing series, but it does make you wonder, because there's just no way all of these broadcasting stations would be completely unaware of the content within the series. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. We know how spicy the series can be. But from what I've been told throughout my multiple times of uploading different interspecies reviewers' videos, many have told me that the manga isn't as exotic as, the anime. It doesn't go as far as what the anime does, which is kind of crazy, honestly. So, when I really take a moment to just step away from everything, all the drama and everything that's happened with this series, to the different companies, etc., where they stand at, it starts to make me wonder, it kind of makes sense why maybe some of these companies wouldn't know what this series really is about to offer in anime form if it was never presented in the original source. Because if the studio working on this anime, is going out of the way to add more scenes that wasn't actually in the manga, then it would make sense why these companies that maybe did do research on, let's say, the manga or whatever it's based on its original source, wouldn't be aware of what the anime would offer. So it starts to make me wonder now if, even though I don't think it's right to censor a series, etc., or just completely, block it. I mean, a company has a right to protect their brand or whatever and advertise for certain, individuals, but I just think, it seems to me that there might be an issue on maybe both sides now, because it just does not happen like this. You don't have a series continuously getting brought and taken off the air by multiple broadcasting studios in Japan if there wasn't some form of problem within discussion of getting this series to anime in the first place. I really feel like maybe the people that are working on said series within the anime studio probably were very hush-hush about what they were probably doing and didn't really reveal what they were working on, which I think is a pretty interesting and hilarious move, by the way, but it's just why is this becoming a repeated pattern? I don't know, it really makes you wonder. I still support this series fully. I really think what the people, or, what the individuals are working on, the animators, all that, the team, I think they're doing great work. I truly do believe that they have made something that is definitely a classic for all to really enjoy. And thankfully the baby version has finally gone off this, air and all that, because we don't really want that crap. We want the uncensored version. But, yeah, I just find it interesting. It's just how this series continuously has this issue back to back, and it's just like a non-stop thing at this point. And I just don't think that these broadcasting studios are following suit with Funimation. No, I think there's other things going on behind the scenes that we're kind of unaware of. But I'm gonna kind of leave it at that, though, for the time being. I just think it's very interesting to see how another broadcasting studio has followed suit. And it's just, like I said, it's not something you see. You don't see this. I mean, seeing someone like Funimation cancel it, okay, that's not that far of a stretch, honestly, when you look at their history. But when you see broadcasting studios in Japan doing the very thing, and they've aired stuff like, Kiss Sis, To Love Ru, DxD, all these different type of series, and they think this is too far, which I can understand, but when they think that, it's just how or what happened in the discussion of this anime. But I want to leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about, once again, interspecies reviewers breaking more boundaries and going above and beyond to really prove what is allowed or not as an anime, even in Japan? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. But with that, I love you guys. Be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.